Hello,
Hi.
hello everybody. Welcome back to Paws webinar.
Yep. Good morning, good evening, and hope you all are safe.
How are you,
I'm
Nisha?
good. I'm good. I'm good. Crazy time, as you know, it's magazine.
Tomorrow we have to launch our magazine as well.
Yes. Yes. It's sleepless nights.
What, what is the speciality about this
Oh,
edit?
I mean, there is some section. We have an underwater section from an amazing artist. That's
Mhm.
definitely there. Then, I mean, every feature is good. With some new faces into this scene, and Jill's interviews, the cover story, some spectacular imagery. And Gustavo, he in fact, I had a discussion with Gustavo, and he would like to become a regular contributor. So that means we are going to have something on underwater on a regular base, which is again
Excellent,
fabulous.
excellent.
So how were you set? Because we been getting a lot of inquiries on doing a session on post production. So my
Yeah,
dear Guru, how are you?
I have selected a couple of pictures where we have been to. Like, I have selected some pictures from Masai Mara, then Kamchatka.
Okay.
Kamchatka, I can't miss. I selected one favorite photo of from Kamchatka trip, then one image from Dubai.
Okay.
So one image is it's a water bird,
Okay.
bear cubs fighting, bear cubs.
Okay.
There.
Okay. What I need to do is I definitely need to share this link in my page as well, because I've been getting some inquiries from my page to share this. So
Yes,
you need to give me a minute to share this so that it's accessible for everywhere.
we have a couple of people joined with us. Kalika Shah, hi, Shaista, Cynthia, as always.
The biggest supporter and
Yes, Vinesh, Tanwar, Sanjay, Arya
yes.
Chitra, yes, Imad Fuad.
One second, please.
Yeah.
So you are
Hi.
all set.
Dr. K.M. Anand is also here. Ishwan Mahendran. Hi. He's saying hello to both of us.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Gustavo.
I was just talking about him and he's here.
Yes.
So Hermi, you are all set?
Uh, I think so.
Excited?
Yeah. I'll basically what, yeah, Shaista is saying, cannot miss your session. It's an addiction now. That's really an appreciation or a motivation for us. Thank you so much. Basically, today's session is all about editing. Basically, how you can edit your pictures in 2 or 3 minutes. So I usually use Adobe Lightroom. Before I used to edit in Photoshop, I found it a bit more complicated. So I was introduced to this lighter version, and I started using Adobe Lightroom. I think almost 6 or 7 years ago. 6 years, I think.
6 years ago.
Yeah. And after that, I never turned back to Photoshop until unless I do some design work related to our website or events or something like that. Wildlife photography, the best editing tool I would say is this Lightroom. You can do almost all
Wildlife
whatever
photography, the best.
whatever you have to like uh, minimally do. We can do in Lightroom. So that's the best tool that I would suggest. Everyone have their own opinions on that.
Yeah, I totally understand because you remember it, as always, for me to switch from Photoshop to the Lightroom, it took more time than you. But then the moment I get a hang of it, Photoshop is forgotten.
It's pretty easy. Uh,
Yep. So why not? How about the beginning?
yeah. Before that, let me. Nish, can you? No, no, no. Can you handle for a minute so that I'll uh,
Okay, we'll do
connect
that.
my
System.
mouse.
Okay. Okay, so when we do this, I get a bit nervous. When he is there and we're talking about the same subject, then I know we are on the same plane and we're talking about the same thing. Here, whether it is post processing or it is photography, we have a good chemistry, and he was always there to support the journey. And what I see in Herme is, it's not just me. Anybody who asks any help from his side, I haven't seen him saying no to anyone so far. I mean, so that's one good quality I've learned from him, or I'm trying to learn from him. So let's see what Hermie have to offer today for us to follow him in the steps which he is suggesting on post production. And whether it is me or him, in a normal scenario, we don't spend more than 2 minutes on any image. I mean, yeah, when it comes to an exhibition and if we are doing something for a print, and at times we do spend a little more time because to make sure when the printer is coming, it's done in the proper way. And beyond that, the kind of editing, when we see it online with some people, then we always wanted to do this session for a while, right, Hermi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
back. And
back.
Dr. KM Anand, he's saying Nikon says capture NXD. So yeah, that's what I said. Like you can choose yours, whatever you want, but um, I suggest, like for me, this is what I feel good. And yes, so let's start.
Yeah. So
Nisha, can you?
yes, that's uh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe we can remove the background and
1 second. And I'll keep it black, Hermi,
yeah,
and the rest of the branding too.
yes,
Yeah.
okay, the one below as well.
Mm,
So basically, this is the when you start Lightroom, this is what you get to see. The the first thing that we have to do is to create a catalog. This is the main interface of Lightroom. So let's start with creating a new catalog. Catalog is like organizing your files or images. So I'll tell you how I work on this. Click on the new catalog. So whenever I edit a picture, or like I usually keep it in either my photography trips folder or like this, or just a photography folder. So today I'm going to this photography trips. I have a folder called Lightroom catalog. So I'll click on that and I'll save this as, let's say, first we'll start with Masai Mara. So I'll say Masai Mara wildlife. This will be my catalog name. Then we'll click on create catalog. Basically, you come to your folder, select whatever folder you want. You should name it as, like, if you're editing pictures of Masai Mara, you can name it as Masai Mara wildlife. Or if you're creating, or if you're editing pictures of Dubai, you can keep it Dubai wildlife or Dubai birds, or whatever particular segment you are editing, you can name it as it is and click on create. I'm just waiting for it to restart. Yeah. Now, so you can see here Masai Mara wildlife. It's created. So there are different segments here on the top. You can see navigation menu, library, develop, map, book. We basically use only these two, library and develop. Library is the place where you import all your pictures, all your images, and develop is where you edit your pictures. So first we have to import our pictures. In order to import, go to file, you can see import photos and video. Click on that.
And import from the particular directory.
Yeah, you go, you can, it will be your directory will be shown on the left side. You can select. So my files are in the photography tricks, and I keep it as like the location wise. Here you can see Dubai, Indonesia, Kamchatka, Masai Mara. So every place where I go, like uh, I put it in an order, like date wise or month wise order. Here you can see 2016 November, 2016 September, 2017 August. So I keep month by month in that folder. Maybe again, when you go to Indonesia, you can see 2019 May. That's when I go to these places. Again, Kamchatka, you can see 2015 September. So according to the month I go, because I travel a lot to these places. Masai Mara, we do trips like 6 times a year.
Yeah.
So we go in a very like
Regular base.
regular basis.
Frequency
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yes. Very regular we are going there. And so this is basically the dates or the month I have added here. So if you go to the folder like 2016 November, again, like usually we go to Masai Mara for 6 days. So it will be a 6 days trip. So I again do it by day, like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. So all the days I'll store all the pictures here in each day. And under the day, I'll put it as evening and morning. So we usually do evening safari and morning safari. So every day I create 2 folders, evening and morning. Morning when we go, sometimes we get thousands of pictures, sometimes we get like 0 pictures. So the moment we come back, usually come back by 11 o'clock for a lunch break. So by the time we come to our tent, we sit and transfer all our images. whether it's evening or morning. Evening, usually, like we go to the safari around 3 o'clock and we come back around 7:30. So after coming back, the first thing that we do is we create the folder, we put everything in that. Here you can see morning safari again. Like we used to carry, I used to particularly carry minimum 2 cameras. If possible, I carry 3 cameras. So those days I was using D5 and D4S. So each folder, whatever I have taken in D4S, I'll put in this folder. Whatever I have taken in D5, I'll put in D5. So these are the uh, like these are how I save my images,
Yeah.
because I do this mainly because it's easy for me to find. And like this, usually in the hard disk, you can see if you go to D4, Nikon D4S or D5, you might be able to see like hundreds or thousands of images. But this is inside my computer where I save only my the pictures that I select from that trip. So in one session you might get 2 or 3 or maybe 10 images. Those selected ones I put in these folders. So this is the usual format that how I save my files or my photographs when I go for a trip.
Yeah.
So here let's begin with this. So either you can, if you want to select all the photos, you can click here all the photos to import, or if you want to import a particular picture, you can import by just clicking that particular picture. So now let me import all these pictures.
Okay.
You click on all photos, or you can click one by one, and then you can see on the right bottom corner import.
Okay.
Click on import.
Mm-hmm.
Now all your pictures are imported in Lightroom. You can see, yeah, now all of them are imported. Now this is the library where you can see whatever pictures that you have imported to this particular uh, catalog called Masaimara Wildlife. Once you have imported this, go to develop.
With the selected image.
Yeah, with the selected image. So by default, they'll show the first image. Here you have a bottom tab which shows all the images that you import. You can select from here as well. So I have currently imported 3 pictures, and this picture is a very like early morning picture. You can see the settings here: ISO 1600. It was taken with a 600 lens. I have used the aperture f4, and I have taken it in 1 by 320 of a second, 320 second. That's the shutter speed that I have used. So
Okay.
yeah, first thing that we will do is remove the chromatic aberration, and I'll enable the profile correction. Once you enable the profile correction, the Lightroom usually gives the gives the correct lens profile that we have used. It
Okay.
gives the proper lighting according to that. So
Uh-huh.
here you can see I have used the Nikon 600 lens, and it have picked the profile correct as well. It will pick automatically. Now, once this is done, I'll go back, and the second thing I'll do is I'll do the cropping. This is a very bad composition that I took, so I want to make it proper. I go to the cropping, which is on the first. Here you can see
Okay.
cropping. So if you come to this right top corner, you can see that curve button. So you can literally straighten this, or what you can do is there is a angle. Click
Okay.
on the angle, and you can draw a line with the horizon. It automatically comes to that proper position
Okay.
or proper cropping settings that you want. Then click on the press the shift button in your keyboard, and you can always press the shift button. So this is according to the rule of thirds you can compose. This cheetah is sitting vertically, and hence you can place the cheetah on the left because it's looking towards right. So you can keep the cheetah on the left side.
Okay.
Maybe you can crop a bit more.
And the pressing shift is mainly to proportionately reduce the
Yeah,
size.
you want to crop it proportionately. The shift key. Otherwise, it might. If you don't press shift, it might go like this. Like
Okay.
you don't have the correct proportionate. You don't have the control on the correct
Okay.
proportion.
Yeah.
So I would suggest you to press shift button and drag the whatever edges you want to reduce or increase.
Yeah.
So I feel this would be my composition for this image,
Uh-huh.
and then you can press either you press enter or you can click the done button. Now you can see this is my composition. I'm set with my composition.
Okay.
The first thing I would do is you can see a dehaze here.
Uh-huh.
Usually, a lot of haze will be there.
So I have a question. So you start with dehaze.
I that's what I before starting I told you this is my style.
Okay.
I'm not saying this is the actual way of editing. So
Okay.
whatever I'm doing, I feel it's a bit like it's correct as of now. I'm
Okay.
getting a good result.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is dehaze button. I'll increase a bit. So it will automatically enhance your picture a little bit.
Okay.
You should increase every slider of this. You should increase only the amount that you actually need. Don't overdo anything. So I will keep it as the number as 28. Then
So 28 is it, are you talking that 28 is a medium range, or it's it
no,
differ from picture to
no, no, no. It's there is no particular setting for your picture or
okay.
for the dehaze. It all depends. Sometime certain picture I use dehaze 12, certain picture I use 40. It
Okay.
depends on the amount of haze you want to remove.
Okay.
And once you dehaze your picture, it automatically gets a little bit darkened. That's
Okay.
when you play with the other. Like I will add a little bit of exposure here.
Oh, beautiful.
Then I will add a little bit of contrast.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll play around with the temperature as well. So if I want to show it in a cool, misty morning, I will reduce the temperature. The actual temperature is 5550.
Uh-huh.
I can make it like lesser, and you will feel that misty morning effect. This was
So
taken in early morning. This is
what,
an
what
early morning
what
shot.
happens if it is going to be on the positive side? Right now it's moving towards the left, and if it is moving towards
If,
the
if
right,
you increase, it goes to the
how
warmer end.
my preference, yes.
Yeah, your preference.
Yeah.
And my preference is always blue tint.
Yeah.
So I keep it usually like in a bluish tint. Or
Okay.
either you can do it, or if you know the exact number you want, I usually keep it 4800, let's say.
So that's
Or now I can see it's a bit
the
more bluish on the cheetah face. So I'll keep it maybe 5000.
yeah.
This is a bit okay.
Okay.
Now, highlights. I'll increase a little bit of highlights here because there is no highlight.
Okay.
I'll increase the shadow.
So you are removing the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then increase the number of shadow means you are removing the shadow.
Okay.
And white and black, there is no need to edit in this because there are no much. Don't have to play much with that. Texture brings out the textures whatever is available in this. Now here you have a lot of textures on the cheetah.
Mm-hmm.
It will increase that. Even the clarity is something similar to that,
Okay.
but you need to be very careful when you add. Usually I don't add clarity more than 10. Keep it
Okay.
like 10 or maximum 12.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll find a little bit of noise as well.
Okay.
So now all this lighting settings is done. We come to vibrance. Vibrance enhances the whatever colors that are dull in your picture. Vibrance enhances that.
Okay.
So again, that's also you shouldn't add more. Keep it
See,
very
show
minimal.
it how it is, if it is going to be adding more, so that people, we can understand how, to
Yeah.
what extent it
If
can
you add
happen.
more vibrance, this will happen.
Oh, okay.
It means it's not natural, it's an artificial thing that you did.
Okay.
A lot
So,
of people add vibrance and
yeah.
saturation very high. So always keep it to the maximum, like minimum what you want.
Okay.
And otherwise, like usually you will have an idea while you take this picture.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like if I edit a picture like 8 years ago, I might have that in my mind that this
Okay.
was the actual scenario what I clicked my picture.
Okay.
So that picture color and everything will be in my mind.
In your head, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will do the settings according to that to make it look more natural.
Okay. So it's
I'm
always
doing
better to
this
have
and
the
just enhancing
Mm-hmm.
whatever I have seen there.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, saturation here, I'll increase a bit of saturation. That too, like 8 is fine. If you
Okay.
increase more, see the green is or
Oh,
the
yeah.
increasing high.
Yes.
Keep it less than 10 or 12.
Yeah.
This is all the basic setting that I will do. Then
Okay.
we come to the tone curve.
Okay.
You can see tone curve here.
Yeah.
They have given a lot of options. White, increase your white. You can see like
Yeah. So
yeah,
it only increases the white.
yeah.
Okay. Oh.
And if you want to increase your
Uh-huh.
red tint in your picture, you can play around with this.
Oui.
Basically, playing with the tint,
Okay.
which we shouldn't use actually.
Okay. So what is the setting which you usually use?
I do either this
Okay. The
or
white.
first one,
Okay.
where you can adjust by yourself manually the
Uh-huh.
light and highlights, shadow.
Okay.
So this looks little more brighter now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And there is a I don't know how to show this. There is a key called backward slash in your keyboard.
Okay.
That key, if you press, you will be able to see what is like the previous or the actual picture and the edited picture.
Can you just show
Till
it?
now, till now, this is our edited picture, and if I press that key, see,
Can you show it again, because it was just hardly for a second.
okay,
Yeah. Okay. Now I see it. Yes.
this
From
is
that
the
to
original picture that I took.
yes.
This is the picture that I've edited.
Yeah. Now you see the details and you see more light into the pic.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
The color.
now after the tone curve, we come down to the uh, hue, saturation, luminance tab.
Okay.
Here, uh, from all these three, I touch only saturation.
Okay.
Here, I might increase the blue a bit.
And that is again a personal choice, depend on whether
Again, personal choice. If you want to enhance a particular color, for
okay.
example, if some people want to enhance the orange of the cheetah
Yes.
or the yellow of the cheetah,
Yeah.
so that time you can use this tool.
Okay.
Now let's go down. Split toning we will not use. Let's come to detail.
Okay.
Detail is basically sharpening and noise reduction.
Uh-huh.
So sharpening here, we would mainly want to do the sharpening for the cheetah,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how to select only cheetah? There is an easy way. You can see the masking tool here.
Okay.
You see the fourth one, masking.
Okay.
Click on the Alt button on your keyboard.
Uh-huh.
Drag the masking.
Okay.
So now,
Okay. Oh, yeah. I see the ghost.
yeah, where, see wherever you can see uh, the white spots,
Yeah.
only that place gets sharpened.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah. So now most of the white spot is on the cheetah and the grass below.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
here
So,
we'll stop. Here we'll stop that, and
okay.
the amount, you can see the amount here.
Yes.
We'll increase the amount maximum, maybe like 56, or like you can increase up to 60.
Okay.
That's a good number.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's sharpening, which is done.
Okay.
And now let's go to the noise reduction. This is very delicate thing. You need to do it very carefully. Otherwise, your cheetah will be soft.
Okay. So this what we are doing, the including noise reduction, everything only for the selected area.
No, no, no. Noise reduction you can't do for this selected area. Noise
Oh,
reduction will apply to your whole image.
okay.
So if you click on noise reduction, I would like I would go only till 20 maximum.
Okay. Yeah, I see the grains has gone down.
Yeah, and the detail you can keep it like 80 or 83.
So that's not going to increase the noise.
No,
Okay.
it will still get your details,
Okay.
or maybe 50.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's better.
Yeah. So this is the noise. There is another method also to reduce noise.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you after, like in this.
Okay.
Now we got this. I'll show you the previous version.
Yeah. So it was like this. Oh, see the day and night difference. A little bit of colors, but now that Hermes was explaining with all this pause and one by one, but when we do it on a practical session, this will be completed in a minute's time.
Yeah, and so these are the basic settings that we use, and these settings that we can do within like 2-3 minutes.
2 minutes, the
I,
maximum.
I was explaining you in detail. That's why I took some time.
Okay.
And these are the other keys. So you can see this is the spot removal tool.
Okay.
Okay. For example, you can see a big spot here.
Okay.
I click on this.
Uh-huh.
Uh, there is a square bracket in your keyboard.
Okay.
Press that, it will increase, or you can come here and increase the size.
Okay.
So I'll increase and I'll click on that spot
Okay.
and select a place.
Okay.
That spot is gone.
Oh, cool.
That this is mainly used for like sometime you have spots in your lens
Yes.
like focus or something like that.
Yes.
That you can create. I mean,
Okay.
you can remove that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now this we don't usually use the red eye reduction.
Okay. Yeah.
This is graduation filter tool.
Okay.
The graduated filter basically allows you to select a particular area and you can edit that particular place. You
Okay.
you select this, place the location where you want to edit your picture, and hold on the shift key and drag it down.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and now you can edit only that the whatever editing you do on this right side,
Uh-huh.
it will get affected only here, and it will not be a like it will be a gradually,
That will
yeah, it will come to merge merge with your the selection
okay.
and the non-selected part. So you won't feel that it is edited. For
Okay.
example, I'll show you if I increase the exposure,
Yeah.
it's it's getting affected only in that area,
Okay.
and it's gradually coming down.
Yeah, it's
So
not
you want to
given
be
a,
yeah,
yeah, cut color.
yes. So here the maximum I would do is I'll reduce the clarity here, and I'll reduce the sharpness, and increase the noise number.
Okay.
This helps you to reduce the noise from this area.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll increase a bit of contrast.
Okay.
Give a punch.
Okay.
Okay. And you can do the same. Maybe down. You can do. You select the new,
Okay.
come down and drag.
Okay. To
So
get
if
it straight line, do you need to press on shift or
press
anything?
on shift button.
Yeah.
So down, I want it more underexposed. So I'll increase a bit of dehaze,
Oh,
and I'll reduce the exposure, and I'll increase the contrast.
great. You have the layer now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little bit of saturation you can increase.
Okay.
A bit of clarity also you increase.
Okay.
So this would be my picture. One more tool is there. I'll show you. This is called radial graduated filter.
Okay.
Click on that.
Okay.
You select and draw a line.
Uh-huh.
This so there is a option down. You can see show selected mask overlay.
Okay.
I click on that.
Yeah.
1 second, it's loading.
Okay.
It's taking a bit time.
Oh, that's okay. That happens.
Yeah. So now the
Okay.
portion where you see red color,
Okay.
this is the place where whatever editing you've done, this is the place where it get affected.
Okay. So I still see a bit of gray beyond the cheetah. So is there a possibility to do it
Yes.
that manually? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Go to brush.
Okay.
You can see the brush is selected.
Yes.
It should be done very carefully, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just doing it to show you.
Okay.
Do it very carefully by
Zooming in and
zooming in. Yeah. If you click on Control or Command plus, you can
yeah.
zoom.
Okay.
So now I'm just showing it for purpose of showing.
Okay.
It's getting selected.
Okay. So now the only the cheetah is not selected.
Yeah, cheetah is not selected.
Okay.
And sometime when you select, for example, see, now it's got on top of cheetah.
Okay.
What I will do is I'm
You're zooming in.
zooming in, so I know that it's on top of the cheetah. We
Okay.
have an erase option here on the right side.
Okay.
See,
Okay. I saw. Yeah, there is erase
right.
off.
Click on the erase,
Okay.
increase the size maybe here,
Okay. Okay.
and see whatever is on the cheetah, it's gone now.
Okay. Yeah. So, but then you need to do it very carefully so
Yeah,
that, yeah.
you need to maximum zoom your picture and then do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can unselect this. Okay, there are two options here.
Yeah.
One, uh, if you want to edit this, edit whatever is outside the selected part.
Okay.
One is if you just want to edit on top of the cheetah. So
Okay.
here on the right side, you can see invert button.
Okay.
If you click on invert, now
Yeah.
it's only on the cheetah.
Okay. Now in this case, you're going to erase the outside thing.
Yes.
Outside. Yeah.
That this was not done for that.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah, this is actually done for the outside
Okay.
part. Now I'll remove this show selected mask overlay.
Okay. But you're not. It's only you're just hiding the overlay, but it is
Yeah.
all selected.
Yes.
Yes.
For us to see what is happening.
Yes.
So now if I increase the exposure,
Only the background is going to be brighter.
see.
Yeah.
So whatever changes you want to do,
Yeah.
you can do that. For example, I might add a bit of dehaze,
Okay.
and I'll reduce the noise because I
Oh,
don't want noise here.
okay.
And I'll reduce the clarity also. If you reduce the clarity,
Mm-hmm.
the picture becomes soft, and that noise, the grains you can see, that will be gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same with the reducing the sharpness also.
Okay. So this is affecting only the
Only the
surround.
background.
Okay.
Apart from theta, all other places get affected.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the tools, and next is the, so after you are done, you can click on the done button.
Okay.
Okay. Now the same thing, if you want to do any changes on top of cheetah,
Yeah.
draw this,
Okay.
keep whatever you want,
Okay.
click on the invert button,
Okay.
and show selected mask overlay. You will be able to see where it is.
Okay. Yeah, it's still taking time. It's the system is slow a bit.
When you connect your system with Streamia and this video,
Yeah.
it takes a bit time. See, now it's, and here same thing again. If you want to delete, erase whatever is outside the cheetah, you can do this.
Okay.
Brush,
Yeah.
erase, and you come here.
Okay. The flow or
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, but you make sure you're zooming in and you're
yes,
getting the detail. This we are showing it just for the purpose of understanding the tool.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's almost okay.
Yes.
Now I'll show you how it get affected.
Yes. Yeah. I think if you show a
Right.
little more on the extreme, then you will be able to, and we will be able to see to what extent it can change.
Okay. See,
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the reason when we see some images, the background look completely dark and the
yeah,
subject look completely lit.
yes.
Yes.
So I'll remove the shadow little bit.
Okay. Yeah, the key is doing it in the minimal, right,
Yeah,
Hermi?
correct.
Yeah. So that it look natural and
Yeah.
it doesn't look like
And
artificial.
the last tool that you can use is brush tool, adjustment brush.
Okay.
Okay, this is to adjust a particular portion in your picture.
Okay.
For example, I click on that. I click here.
Okay.
Once you click, you'll get a point there. So
Okay.
you can mark whichever portion you want to edit.
Okay. So you're going to edit only the eyes.
Only the face.
Okay.
Eyes, you can do that.
Okay.
If you have a lot of time and sit on that, you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, see, all these things in usual scenario we don't, but we would like to give you an idea how
Yeah,
it is done.
yeah, you can use that.
Yeah, once you
So
understand the
now,
tool, then it is
now if
easy.
you click on the show selected mask overlay,
Okay,
sorry, it's taking some time.
well that's fine. I mean, this is fundamentally this the last two tools work in the same way.
Yeah, so see, it's selected wherever I have painted,
Okay,
and now let's see what we can do.
yeah. I think your selection is still on, so the mask is still on. So the change is what you're doing. Yeah.
I've
Uh,
increased, I've
once
removed
I think
shadow.
you really need to show it on the extreme, then only it's visible on the
It's
screen.
almost, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you see, otherwise it was difficult to understand the changes.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Now the key once again is, yeah. Now see, to this extent we can, this can happen naturally as well if there is, one particular race or something is coming right on top of the subject. But otherwise, this is how it is,
Yeah.
created in the post production.
So this is
How it was.
what I will do with my picture. If
Okay.
if this, like if I have shot this in this way,
Okay.
I would edit in a way that it will be showcased like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, post processing is one of the key elements that you have to learn to enhance your picture. Not
Yeah.
to, not to like, what do you call? You shouldn't
Overdo it.
overdo, and like it shouldn't be artificial. It shouldn't look artificial. That's what.
Yeah, it is, once again, it's a personal choice. There are people who want to have it look in a different way. That's different. But when it comes to the Hermes point of view or my point of view, will be keeping it as natural as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the minimum things that we can do.
Yeah.
Now I'll quickly show one picture that I'll not tell anything. I'll just edit it.
Okay. So I
But
maybe I
see,
can just go through, help you with that.
now you can see how fast you can edit one picture.
Yes.
This, if you see, it's little overexposed
Yeah.
and little bit of on the temperature is on the higher side.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I'll show you how I edit quickly.
Okay. So the chromatic abbreviation and
Lens
then
profile.
cropping. Yeah. Don't forget to press shift so that it's proportionate. Crop according to your requirement. Then crop. Adjusting on the temperature. Hermi always like the blue tint and I always like the warm tint. So when you go on your left, you are going to make your images more on the blue. You go on the right, you are going to make your images on the warmer side. So he underexposed the image right now and increase the contrast, then increase the dehaze. The moment you are increasing the dehaze, you see the difference what is coming in the picture. And
Reduce the
same
highlights.
with, yeah, then shadows and clarity and a little bit of vibrance and a little bit of saturation. Then playing with the light in the image and shadow with the curves. Now it is about masking if it is required. You press the shift key.
Yeah.
You press the shift and select the area which you want to mask. Shift and drag, then you will be able to see this. The white dots are the area which is selected. So you can control this by scaling it.
The sharpness will appear only to these white,
White
wherever
dot
you can
area.
see white.
Yes. And then, yeah, you have the scale once again over there to adjust it. Then you're going to the, what's that tool called?
Graduated filter.
Graduated filter. That will help you to enhance the background, specifically whether it is the sky or the ground. And see, you get a little more blue on the sky. The contrast is increased slightly, and the colors too. And the same thing is going to be done from the bottom, so the bottom have a little more depth. The clarity has increased, the exposure we have reduced it.
No, dehaze increased.
Dehaze increased. Okay. Yeah, just one button and a little bit of playing. That's it. And that is what you have done. I cannot see it right now.
A saturation.
A saturation. Okay.
Now I'll come to this radial filter.
Even as it is beautiful. So the idea is to do only the face.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if you reduce the circle, then you don't have to sit and brush and remove the rest of the things. If you can fit in according to the shape of the subject. And you can either enhance the background, or here, Hermi, you are in inverted, or it's by working
invert.
on.
You can see the invert is checked.
Okay, invert is checked.
Yeah.
So he's working on the face of the two lions.
Yeah.
So that's it, done.
Yeah, that's done. So this is like, I hope it took almost 3 to 4 minutes.
You took 3 minutes. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So it's as simple as it is. Now you can, once he showed the before and after, that's again with one.
So this is before.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of dull picture.
Yes.
I have enhanced it
To this. See how beautifully the colors have came out, and the saturation and the vibrance and the details. So it's just with one key you can understand. That's the / in your keyboard. With that you can understand how the image was as it is and what you have done and how it affected your image.
Yeah.
Cool job.
This was it.
Yeah. So now that is what Hermi have done. Hermi, so what's the next one? Or now what's our plan now?
So yeah, this is the basic editing that I wanted to show you guys. You can try out.
Okay.
We'll do one more session as well.
Okay. Do you want to show one more image, or you think you wind it up?
We'll do another session on birds.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then nothing from your Kamchatka side?
Kamchatka, we have, let me check. Again, like we need to go through the same process.
Shall I share the screen, or?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So
if it is, yeah.
You can remove the background.
Now, okay, sorry.
Now, the same thing, like if you, as I told you, like you have to go new catalog, Lightroom catalog. Basically, my photography trips, there is a folder called Lightroom catalog. Here we have created Masai Mara wildlife before. Now I will create Kamchatka.
Okay.
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 Create.
Okay.
Now it will go.
So it automatically create a folder over there.
Yes.
Yes.
It's restarting.
Yeah. Got it. So see, we have different approaches once again. In my case, I try to do different species in for a different catalog, so that if I want to look for a lion image,
Yeah, it's
uh,
that now.
it okay, it you can directly jump into the lion series.
Okay. Now again, come to import photos and video.
Okay.
So here your hard disk. This is my hard disk name
Okay.
and my folder, as I mentioned, under photography tips.
Yes.
I have all these countries which I visited.
Okay.
Let's take the Kamchatka.
Okay.
Uh, I hope it's in this. Yeah, 2015.
o-
Kamchatka, we usually do 8 days trip.
Okay.
So out of the 8 days, you might have like 4 days or 5 days continuous photos.
Mm-hmm.
So we can come to day one.
Okay.
Here you can see the picture.
Okay. He's selecting it.
This I have directly added the picture because I've taken only one camera, or
Okay.
I may not have much pictures. In
Okay.
Masai Mara, you can see on the day one, like morning, evening. Kamchatka, there is no morning or evening. It's like throughout the day we shoot and we dump the images in the folder.
Yeah.
But Masai Mara, usually what we do is evening and morning we have one safari. So
Yes.
that's the reason we have, like, usually we carry two cameras.
Yeah.
So under the camera section we add the like
Yeah.
pictures.
Different cameras and different pictures.
In Kamchatka, when we come to Kamchatka, we have only like day one. I say like
Yeah.
this is one of the selected picture in that. So
Yeah.
imported the picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the library now. You can see here.
Yeah.
And once it's imported, we'll go to develop.
Yes. Now Hermes is going to do the repetition of what we just mentioned.
Yes.
Yes.
So come down, remove chromatic aberration and enable profile correction.
Yes.
I'll go to the dehaze. No,
Yes.
I'll go to the cropping first.
Yeah. Oh, it is properly composed image. What do you want to grow?
It is properly composed, but still like
Yeah. Okay.
maybe like
Yeah.
you can see this white patch.
Yeah. Okay.
That
Yeah.
is a disturbance for me, so I want to remove that.
Okay.
I compose it like this.
Okay.
So it's like as per the rule of third, your subject is on the one of the intersections,
Okay.
top left bottom,
Okay.
and here you can see your horizon
Yes.
in the one third,
Yes.
and rest is water and mountain. So it's basically a good composition as well.
Okay.
Click on done. So
Okay.
this is how I crop this image, and then
Okay.
let's play around with the settings.
Dehaze to begin with.
Yeah.
Yep. Mithun, we will be answering the doubt once we finish. Once Hermi finish the talk. Hermi, the question over here is: what are the adjustments you do to the screen brightness before editing?
Screen brightness usually. See, I use a Mac, so the brightness I keep is a bit more than 50% of screen brightness.
Okay.
So it's a Retina screen, a Retina display screen for Mac. So I keep like almost 60 to 70 percentage of my brightness.
Yeah, Mithun, that was your.
Windows, I don't know how it affects.
Yeah, we need to check it while we do it.
Yeah. So I'll increase the clarity and texture,
Uh huh.
a bit of vibrance. Here, if you increase saturation, see how it's going.
Yeah, it looked quite artificial.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this you can see on the left bottom that green foliage.
Yes.
I purposely included that to create a drama to the picture
Okay.
rather than keeping it
Black.
purely the two brown bears. I could have, if I move a little to my right side, I could have get on. I could have got the just the bear cubs, but I wanted to add some color and drama to the picture. That's the reason I went behind a small plant over there and I showed through that leaves.
Yeah. That add, that's a big point, Herme, because a lot of people try to avoid everything possible and just the subject in the frame. So I think we are shooting natural elements in its natural conditions. So it's always beautiful if you can add something in the frame rather than the subject itself.
Yes. And now I'll add a little bit of light to this, reduce the highlight
Okay.
and increase shadow,
Okay.
basically removing the shadow.
Okay.
Here, saturation, I don't think I have to play around because I'm happy with the color.
Yes.
Sharpness, let me try to mask,
So that is by holding down the shift key.
holding the Alt key.
Oh, sorry, alt key.
Alt key in Windows and Option key in Mac.
Mac. Yes, only the white dotted area is going to be affected by whatever changes we are going to do from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'll add around 52, yeah, 59 to maximum 60. That's what I used to add.
Okay.
You can see it's already
Oh,
sharp,
beautiful.
already sharp enough.
Yes. So what's that dirt?
Well,
The white patches. It's water drops.
this one, yeah,
Yeah.
they were playing in the lake and they came up.
Okay.
So basically, they are fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And here I will not play with the noise because I don't see any noise in this picture.
No, neither me.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all. And now let's try the graduated filter maybe.
Yeah. Sometimes, when you see your image doesn't actually need all these things, you feel good.
Yeah, correct. So I'll just give some dehaze here.
Yeah.
You can enhance, that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
See, the thing is, this is a raw file
Yeah.
and everything is there stored in this file.
Yes.
It's just that you're not adding or removing anything. Whatever is there, you're just enhancing it.
Yeah.
Not in an artificial way,
Mm-hmm.
but in a proper way
Yeah.
where like I mean whatever is there, you're just enhancing it.
Okay.
And if you keep on increasing the numbers, it might
Destroy
uh,
the beauty. Yeah.
so here a little bit of highlights I'll reduce.
Yeah. From the water.
Water I can't because it will take a
White.
lot of time to select the water and do.
Yeah.
So,
But it is possible to some extent to
yeah, it
change.
is.
Yeah.
Now I'll play around with the bottom part as well.
Yeah. It's again graduation filter is what he is
Yeah,
using. The fourth one from on the top panel, and the top in the tool panel.
yeah.
The exposure reduce, or yeah, playing with the exposure depending on what's the output you're looking for.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's it.
saturation. That's it.
And if you want to give little more brightness to the cub, you can select this adjustment brush,
Yeah.
click on that,
Okay.
draw on top of it.
Okay. So yeah, you're painting on you're doing a selection for a particular area. In that fact, I think if you
Yes.
draw the mask, then it is easy for people to
Okay.
understand it. You have an option over there. It when you're doing it live, and it takes a bit of time to get the reflection on the screen. Okay, yeah. Now you see the red mark. What is seeing? It is actually that is what Hermes is painting the tool with the mask.
Yeah.
So these are things which usually take slightly more time, uh, which we do it only if it is for a print purpose or anything in specific. In generally, we don't use the brush tool in a normal scenario. It's only graduation filter and the basic adjustments.
Okay. Now I'll increase the exposure a bit.
So whatever is he's changing, that is going to happen only in the bare, that selected
Not
area
there on the right side.
and the right side. Yeah, this is shadow is what Hermes is playing right now. So that was the selection, the brush tool, and then doing some doing the same thing. Maybe Hermes, we can you can yeah the before and after.
This was the picture that I took, the raw file,
Yeah.
and once I enhanced, it came like this.
See the difference in the colors. You can also play with if you have time and if you think it's required, you can play with each and every element of it. But then the fun of photography is lost over there. So try to do everything possible while you're shooting it. And because if you're shooting in raw, you definitely need a little bit of correction no matter what.
Yeah.
So that was it from Kamchatka. You saw the lion, you saw the cheetah, and you saw the bears from Kamchatka. Now let's see if we have any questions.
Let me check.
Um, how many batteries you carry? That is one question we have. Oh, there are so many questions. Hello.
I think I know. Maybe backup battery to carry. If I go to like places like Mara or Kamchatka, and if I have to stay there, I'll carry at least minimum 2 extra batteries,
Mm-hmm.
because those kind of places you don't have much access. Like if you
Uh-huh.
uh, anything happens to your battery, that's
Okay.
like battery, memory card, and hard disk. Those are the things that easily get affected. So those three things I try to carry at least two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gustava, it's true, whether it is underwater or whether it is birds or mammals, in our case too, the maximum time what we spend is 2 minutes on an image until unless it have any special requirement or we have something specific in our mind and we need a little more time. That happens extremely rarely.
We have a question from Varat. For such wildlife trips, what's the minimum focal length that should be carried?
Depend on
We
the location.
suggest, we suggest minimum 400 mm, preferably, because you can't go very close to the animals
Yeah.
or birds. So minimum 400 mm is a must. 7300 Nikon lens is good, but preferably 400 minimum.
Yeah.
You
And
can use 8400 of Nikon or 200 500 even.
yes. Yes. Yeah, when you're talking about wildlife, it's see, you can shoot wildlife even with 1635, so it's a complete different approach. In
Yeah.
general, if you're talking about basic, definitely something in 400 give you a better reach. And if you're talking about bursts, that go slightly beyond that, that's even more better. This is on a generic approach, but if you're talking about a specialized approach, definitely it vary from 16 to 400 or 600 or 800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Krishnan Rajan is asking, Padipiju Daru. Hi, Kannada.
Krishnadan was asking me to teach him Lightroom from so many years.
Finally. So
My
this is a very good. This is like a family buddy, Tadian. He's a very good friend of us.
the problem is he don't have time to sit with me for this.
Yeah,
We sit together for a lot of other things, but not for this.
Dubai gang. So Mithun, we have already answered. So if we have any trips coming up, yes, we have a bunch of trips coming up. Let's hope, keep fingers crossed. If things are going to be good, then we have a trip coming up in November to Masai Mara. Then we have trips next year. We have a kind of, I think, 10 trips, Hermi, so far.
Yeah, we are doing a lot of expeditions in the coming years
Yes.
to Antarctica, Arctic, and
Svalbard,
Greenland,
Greenland.
Norway.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
I'm going to be in Canada, so once things are slightly more open over here, I'll be exploring some.
and there are a lot of exciting locations that we got already. People will be like, I'm sure people will be interested to go to these places because I'm already thrilled to explore those places.
Yes. Yeah, we are getting in message.
I'm going to say what I say at the end of every webinar. This was the best session. Thank you both. Thank you, Shweta. Your words and all of you guys are like motivating us to do this again and again, more and more.
Yes. Yeah, it's it's definitely when we don't see the messages, we get into a feel whether we are doing the right thing or not. The more encouragement we are getting from your side, that kind of push us to go slightly beyond.
Yeah.
So we do encourage you to, you know, give us a bit of push too. Okay, see, Hermi, the next edition on that note is going to be a live review. You know how bad I'm with email, so maybe you can give the email ID over here for
Like
anybody.
email ID.
Yes.
Pause.
So behind the live review, the idea is to invite 3 to 5 of you to share your images. If you would like,
Posted.review@gmail.com.
yeah, postprice.review@gmail.com is the ID. If you are a nature photographer, you want to join us on a live session to get our feedback as well as to show your work to the rest of the world. Send a selection of 10 images from your collection, best of your 10. Send it across to us. Either me or Hermes will get in touch with you. And then we can come on. This is today's what? Today's Wednesday or
Third of October.
today is a Wednesday. So the coming Saturday, we can come online and do a live review. So in case we already have
What
couple
you
of,
have to do is, if you have any images related to wildlife or nature or everything related to nature, landscape,
it can,
wildlife,
yeah,
birds, whatever it is, send it to us. Our team will do a review on that internally and we'll get back to you
yeah,
so that we'll inform you that you have to come online and you can talk about your experience on how you took that picture and why you use that settings. All these things you can share it with the audience, our viewers. That's the whole point. And if that image need to be corrected or if there is anything to be made to make better, we will advise. You can take it in a very good sense.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Advising is not. It's not again. It's an opinion. You know, you can take it or you can leave it. It's
yeah.
completely up to you. Yeah.
That's all. And I will be doing one more post processing session for birds. or mainly Dubai photography,
Okay.
connecting Dubai photography, water birds kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that soon as well.
Yes.
So for now, let's wind up the session. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, and guys, please don't forget it's COVID time, and as we both are coming from Kerala, things are going on a crazy way. So any part of the world you are, please use your mask, use your keep the social distancing, and don't forget to sanitize your hands. It's very important. This is not a joke. There is COVID can affect you, me, or anybody in this planet if we are taking it light, and it's not good.
Yeah.
That note,
If you have any questions, please put in the comment box or send an email
yeah.
to us. We will get back to you.
Manjit, the date for submitting the image for and email ID. Submit it as soon as possible.
Email ID I have already given in this trail.
Yeah, it's
It's
a post.
review. You can scroll up and see.
Yeah,
As
no,
soon as possible, please submit
Hermi, he's talking from YouTube, and we have put the email ID in Facebook.
in both.
In both, it's there. Okay, yeah. So postrace.review is the postrace.review@gmail.com is the email ID. All
Thank
right. So take care, all of you, and see you